so many boys out here might be smiling, thinking a lot of, imagining a lot of stuff right now. हाँ, जाना पड़ेगा, cruise line में पक्का जाना पड़ेगा. Adhikari has told that you can sail with your girlfriend as well. I'll make a girlfriend there and I'll sail with her. Oh, yeah. Money. Oh God, this is going to be the biggest bonus for all these boys out here, young boys.
I have revealed the secret.
Hi everyone, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Matadi. Today I've got Rudrajit Adhikari with me. He is from Agartala, Tirupura, who joined Merchant Navy because he wanted to earn money. His uncle is sailing as a second in Merchant Navy, and also he wanted to roam the world. He did his BE Mechanical Engineering, then he did his GME from Great Eastern Institute of Maritime Studies. After that, he joined volumes from Great Eastern Institute of Maritime Studies itself, sailed as a trainee marine engineer, then did his another contract as a junior engineer, and suddenly during pandemic, those 11 months on ship, told him merchant navy is not made for him, but sailing is. And that is where he decided that he needs to take a switch and join cruise lines. I won't say he was lucky, because yes, he was able to join cruise lines as a fourth engineer on one of the best cruise lines in the world industry, that is Carnival Cruise Lines. Why I won't say he was lucky was because he was not wasting his time on Instagram, on YouTube. Rather, he was spending that time on LinkedIn, connecting with people, getting information, and bang on. After a lot of interviews, he was sailing with Carnival Cruise Lines as a fourth engineer. So today we have got Rudrajit Adhikari. Thank you, Rudrajit, for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for having me over so that I can share my experience.
Definitely. Rudrajit, बिल्कुल short में शुरू करेंगे, and you have to compare them, because you have sailed one contract, two contracts in Merchant Navy, and you've done one contract on cruise as well. So let's talk about contracts. How long are the contracts on cruise for junior officers or engineers, as well as in the Merchant Navy?
Okay, so for junior officers and engineers in cruise lines, the contract is for 4 months. Even for cadets, the contract is for 4 months. And as we know, in cargo ships, the minimum period is 6 months. So we all sign contracts for 6 plus minus 1.
Right.
And it can go up to 10 months or 8 months or 7 months.
Okay. So cruise lines get a point number one, or shorter contracts. Done.
Shorter
Number two, let's talk about salary part. So where does the salary difference lies? At your rank?
At my rank, the salary is a lot higher than what I can get and on the first contract after clearing class 4 in cargo ships.
So in cargo ship, first clearing contract, around you get $1,500 to $2,000 as a junior engineer.
Yes. So I'm getting almost double of that.
So you're getting around $4,000 on Carnival Cruise Lines as
around $4,000.
Okay, so salary.
Even for I would like to include, even for cadets, the salary is really good. Like most of the cadets, what we have sailed with $500 or $600, $750. So in Carnival or in other cruise lines, it's really high. Even the cadets get around $2,000.
Okay, that's
if you are selected as a cadet on cruise ship, bang on, you are in a very good place, and in cadetship itself you are going to earn a lot of, definitely.
Okay, great. Next question to you is about social life. In Merchant Navy, we know social life is Jai Mata Di, gone down the drain, right? What about in cruise?
In cruise, sir, the social life is good. You get to interact with a lot of people, especially if you are selected in the hotel department, like a hotel engineer, then you get to interact with people a lot. Also in general, normal engine room, you get to interact with different people because there are more than 100 people working there.
100 people working in engine room.
100 people.
You have got maximum 10 people.
10 people. So you get to interact with lot of people. Also during your when you go to have food or you go to the guest areas, so social life is definitely better than cargo ships. You won't feel very isolated. Like you can see people, you can see 1,000 crew roaming around every day. So you won't have
और भी बहुत सारे हैं. Am I right?
और भी बहुत सारे.
Okay. And I've heard on cruise lines you are not supposed to talk to people who come as visitors, and that is because though it is not a strict no, but you guys have to do it, just because kalko somebody from the visitors can claim falsely that this guy harassed me or something like that, which can go wrong.
Exactly. There have been scenarios like people have claimed refunds or compensation wrongly, citing wrong things that actually the crew didn't even do. But if they blame you, the first thing the company does is send you home. So
That is
regarding
fair.
interaction with visitors, you have to be very, very careful. Yeah, if you are in guest services, definitely you have to interact with people, because there are a lot of people in guest services from India, like
Okay.
waitress and all.
Yeah,
So
गोवा से बहुत लोग हैं, केरला से बहुत लोग हैं, if I'm
Goa, Kerala, then Northeast, even there are many girls from Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh, Siliguri. Many people from there. Many people from there.
Okay. What about shore leaves? Next question.
Shore leaves, sir, is basically based on the watch. So if you have a watch, you can manage your watch, and your watch is not in the morning or when the ship docks to the port or the jetty. So you can go for shore leave. Depends on the work. So if you are on overtime and if you get permission from the staff chief engineer or chief engineer, so it all depends on that.
So it's
But
similar
yes,
to that of merchant navy, like similarly you have to
similar
get permission
similar to that. But of course, you can at least you can get 1 to 2 shore leaves a month.
in a month. That means at least the thing is ki over here, since the people are a lot more, chances of getting a shore leave are more than on a ship in merchant navy, especially tankers.
Yes,
That
especially of course, especially tankers. Compared to tankers, you can get more shore leaves, and the
okay.
places we go to are tourist destinations. So
Okay, the first thing that we as mariners on cargo ships do is we go to restaurants to eat good food. But I guess on cruise you don't have to do that. You get good restaurants on the ship itself. Am I right?
yes, we have good restaurants. Some of them are free for the officers, especially, and even for the crew, it's free. There are some other places which are actually good, so you have to pay to go and eat there.
Okay.
But still, I can say whenever we go out, even in cruise, we still go to the restaurants and have a nice food.
Okay.
It's like the tradition.
Okay. And how good is food on cruise lines? Because in merchant navy, if you're sailing with a company with Indian crew like Anglo, you get to eat kadhi chawal, dal chawal, rajma chawal,
Yes.
biryani. If you're sailing with a company like Maersk, which has got mixed crew, then intercontinental food is quite
Yes.
visible out there. What about cruise lines?
So in cruise lines, it's basically continental food, but you get like dal chawal. You can get every day. You get dal chawal every day. Every meal you get dal chawal. So there is no issues. Rest of the things, it's like depends. It can be one day something can be from South America. Someday something from Philippines. So someday something from India, like you can get tandoori chicken and all someday, and someday you can get some Filipino chicken recipe. So it keeps on changing, and I can say, okay, compared to for me, cargo ship was the food was better because my chief cooks were really very good.
You are
They were
blessed
from
to have good chief cooks.
place, very good chief cooks. So if for me compared to cargo, this is a little bit I can say a little bit on the lower side, but it's good.
It's good. Okay. Now let's come to the important part. Internet free? Speed, how good?
Okay, so regarding internet, you can buy there are Wi-Fi packs available. You can buy, and you get WhatsApp chat is free. Chat is free. For the other things, you have to buy internet.
And how
It
costly
can
is the
be,
internet?
if you want to use social media for 24 hours, it is $4.
Oh, and but speed is good.
Speed is yes, speed is good. If you get the $4 one, the speed is okay, good. You can like watch videos, and there is no data limitation for that. You can watch videos. You can watch, take photos. You can upload. You can download from social
Yes.
media. You can do.
Okay. Name top 5 cruise lines which you know about.
Top five cruise lines. I would say I would like to start with Royal Caribbean, of course. Then there is MSC Cruises. Then comes Carnival Cruise Line. Then you have Disney Cruise Line. Then you have Norwegian Cruise Line.
Okay. Even Anglo is coming up with their cruise lines. I guess they have gotten into this thing. Fine. Okay. Why ETOs, electro-technical officers, are so eager to join cruise lines, and rather why they should go for cruise lines? Your
Yes.
suggestion.
For ETO, there is like we know in ETO in cargo ships there is it's a stagnant post. They don't have any promotion or demotion, just that. But in cruise lines, you have you start basically from junior ETO, then you go to third ETO, then you rise up to second ETO, then you become senior ETO. So you have a like cargo ship like
Fourth
fourth, second,
engineer, third
third chief.
engineer, second
Yes,
engineer,
yes,
chief engineer.
exactly,
So at least you know you're
exactly.
moving up the ladder.
Moving up the ladder. Also, the salary is really good for senior ETO. I can say maybe compared to an ETO on LNG carriers, definitely.
Okay.
It's really good, and the rank of senior ETO is equivalent to chief engineers almost. So you get that value. So for people who are pursuing electrical engineering or want to join as ETO, cruise line is a really good option.
So when you say that cruise line is for them, how did you end up joining cruise lines? But what did you do? Now this is something very important for all these people out there who will be watching this video thinking, "Arey, I could have been there."
Oh, I did nothing special actually. After clearing my class 4, I was waiting for my previous company to give me a ship. So on the time I started using LinkedIn a lot. So while browsing through some post one day, I saw that no, they are recruiting the third engineer junior. So then I thought, okay, let me apply. After applying, I was clearing the rounds, and after clearing my HR round, when the HR told me the benefits of joining cruise, like the salary, the contract period, and all these things, after hearing that, I was like literally shocked that okay, this is the one, because it seemed a lot better than the cargo cargo option that I had. So then I decided, okay, so I'm going to go forward with it, because contracts are shorter, salary is more, and also uh, I guess the medical benefits are there. It's a little bit better than cargo ships. Also the insurance policy and all. You get timely sign on, timely sign off. You can sign off on emergency basis very easily, because the ship goes in on the fixed route. So it's easier for the company also to to arrange your transportation if you want emergency sign off. So all these things I considered, that I found that um, it will be a good option, and also a new experience to for me to, if I am able to join cruise ships. So I can say that that is all the points that I considered.
Understood. So now coming to back to the question. So you browsed through LinkedIn, you applied online, going to the Carnival Cruise Lines website. Then you got a call from HR. They interviewed you. How many interview rounds or how many online tests? What was there? What was the process? Just your process.
Okay, so the first process is generally it's called higher view interview, where they ask you a question and you have to record the answer on the screen. Thus, it records the answer and it forwards it to the HR or whoever sees that. So if you clear that round, then you get another round. You can say similar to psychometric IQ type test. I can say people who are clearing class 4 and all, they might be know the Seagull. The test is there. It's kind of similar to that. It's called VTS, Vienna Testing Scheme. So they use that. So after clearing that, then you go for the HR interview. So the HR will basically ask the same questions like you are asking me now, sir. Why you want to shift from cargo to cruise and all these things. So
So
they
I'm
will
the
ask.
HR right now.
You are
Welcome
the
to Royal Caribbean.
HR. So basically, after HR, you will get the final interview that generally happens with a fleet chief engineer or someone like from the higher ranks. So once you clear that, that's it. You have to go for your medicals in the approved testing center, and you can join.
So the salary is not round the year, that I know. So after every 4 months contract, how many months you get at home?
Um, Depends. It can be 2 months. It can be 3 months.
So they give you a call,
Like
you have to
now,
join no matter what. Matlab you have to join, or you can say no, I want to join after 7 months, 8 months.
no, you can delay your joining, but with proper reason. Like even I had to join back. I had to join this month. So, but I had to renew my STCW certificate. So I mailed them that I will not be able to join, and they accepted. So now I will be joining probably in March first week. So if you give a proper reason, valid reason, then you can request them to postpone your joining.
Okay.
But depends from company to company. Like in Carnival, you can do one request every year. It can be anything. It can be you can want to join a particular ship. You can ask that I want to join this ship. You can, if you want to uh, join, maybe your girlfriend is sailing on a particular ship and you want to join that ship, you can request that.
Acha. Now this is going to
Yes.
become a hit.
Yes. So you can basically actually do that. And you can request early sign off, you can request emergency sign off, but in my knowledge, it's like once a year you can make one request, so it can be anything.
So in general also there are a lot, like I understand in the hotel industry, in the cruise, there are a lot of female candidates out there. But in the engine room as well, you got a lot of female candidates working out there, like female engineers, or they are just mostly
No.
predominant on the deck side.
Yes, there are female engineers. In fact, the team I was working on, there was a girl cadet under me from Venezuela. So, but she was the only one in the engine room who was female. But yes, compared to cargo ships, you get a lot more female engineers, and mostly from deck side. Deck side, you have a lot of.
So many boys out here might be smiling, thinking a lot of, imagining a lot of stuff right now. हाँ, जाना पड़ेगा, cruise line में पक्का जाना पड़ेगा. Adhikari has told that you can sail with your girlfriend as well. I'll make a girlfriend there and I'll sail with her. Oh, yaar. Money, money. Oh God, this is going to be the biggest bonus for all these boys out here, young boys.
I have revealed the secret.
Okay. Acha, how many hours, like in dry ships, or you can say tankers? Yes, normally we work for 8 to 10 hours a day, but it can stretch to how many hours, 12 hours, 14
Yes,
hours,
yes,
18
yes.
hours. What about cruise lines? How are the working hours there?
Working hours is depends on your watch. So because there we follow watch keeping, so it can be either 4 on 8 off, or it can be six on with 4 hours of overtime. So it's basically 10 hours a day.
So
So it
10 hours
can
a day you have to work.
you
Sundays,
have to you have to work 10 hours a day till the time you sign on and sign off.
so no
There is no
Sundays,
off.
no Saturdays, no
No
Mondays, no
Saturday,
Fridays.
no Sunday, no half day, no national holiday, no Republic Day, nothing. You
Okay.
have to work every day, and someday you can maybe like skip the overtime. Depends on your senior engineers if you don't have any work.
That
But
is just 2 hours of overtime. Skipped 8 hours to करना ही पड़ेगा.
six to 8 hours you have to do every day.
Okay.
Undoubtedly, there is no option.
वैसे there are very rarely few shifts where you get offs on Sundays. Okay, anyways, in cargo ships I'm talking about. Okay, what about promotions, yaar? Like if you're sailing on a dry cargo ship, two contracts as fourth engineer, maybe three, then you become a third engineer. Three contracts as third engineer. If you're smart, maybe sometimes two. If you're not smart, maybe four. Then you become a second and then chief engineer. What about the
In cruise lines, it's like you directly join as third engineer, junior, or third engineer.
Okay.
So then the next rank comes second engineer. So for that, you have to clear your class 2 certificate. You have to obtain class 2 certificate of competency. Then you can be promoted as a second engineer. So uh, becoming a second engineer is okay. Like based on your performance and your appraisal, you can, if you have the license, you can get promoted. But as far as my understanding is that rising up to the rank of first engineer is it can be quick, but after that it's a little bit slow process.
So what
as
comes after
compared
first
to,
engineer? What comes after first engineer?
after first engineer, you can be like FMM, facility maintenance manager, if you go to the hotel side, or you can become a staff chief engineer and chief engineer.
So staff chief engineer, fleet management, FMM. Above them is chief engineer engine room, right?
Yes, chief engineer.
So how much is the salary of the chief engineer engine room? Approximately. Now, all those guys who are watching this video, please understand, Adhikari has done just one ship on cruise lines. So there can be some data which can be a bit right, a bit wrong. That I take onus on. Okay, Adhikari? Especially with the promotions
Yes.
part, salary part, rank part. But where the experience life comes, there he'll be very accurate because that he has seen it himself, observed it himself. Right, Adhikari?
Yes, sir.
तो फिर भी एक सैलरी के बारे में just an assumption what you can give.
For chief engineer, we can compare it with salary of chief engineer sailing on VLCC or gas carrier.
Okay, say $14,000 to $18,000 a month is there.
Yes. Overall, but with
there is a question: how many Indian chief engineers have you seen sailing cruise or have you heard about?
I have
So
not
guys
heard.
out there, I'm not going to ask anything. I just want to put a onus on you. There was a time when merchant navy ships were being run by Britishers, then Italians, Norwegians, and then we Indians came in. We set up a target. We did great stuff with our hands and with our caliber today. Yes, I won't say that we are ruling the shipping industry, but we are the third highest in terms of officers in the shipping world. So in the cruise industry today, Italians are the reigning people out there with above 90% occupancy, even more. So now Indians have started to enter into this field of cruise lines. I thank Rudrajit Adhikari to be a part of the cruise industry and telling us more about it. And I also want all you guys, just don't limit yourself to merchant navy cargo ships. There is a world beyond that in shipping industry as well. Try for it, go for it, see the world, roam around, make friends, enjoy, work hard, get promotions, start your own shipping company someday. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata Di. Right, Rudrajit?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Rudrajit, for joining us. The information that you have shared is really, really beneficial. Please, in the comment section in this video, whatever comments come, try to answer to the best of your sincerity and honesty. And that's it from my end. Thank you very much. Jai Mata Di.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me over, sir.